with my 1, 2, 3 cents, and this is going to be part 2 of my one-on-one with Lex Luger and Nikita Koloff. Although this portion of the interview is just going to be Lex Luger. He talks about his involvement with the WWE today. He is a part of their wellness program right now, and he also talks about his health, his history. Wrestling fans who know Lex Luger know that several years back he had some pretty big medical problems going on, and he is on the road to recovery, was standing, walking, talking, something that a few years ago he didn't think was going to be possible. So he kind of sums that up. This is a pretty quick interview, this portion. Part 3 will feature more of the wrestling history between he and Nikita Koloff and kind of their outlook towards the future as far as the WWE Hall of Fame goes. So thanks for watching, and again, I invite you to hit that subscribe button at the top here and subscribe to my 1, 2, 3 cents. Also check us out at Blogspot and also on Facebook and Twitter. We talked a minute ago, you mentioned that you are working with WWE on their wellness program. What message do you give to these young men and women who are getting into the business now?
Well, for us, WWE's working hard on expanding the umbrella of protection for the wellness program. They're getting more, and rather just trying to cure something, they're getting into real prevention. And a lot of it has to do with their health, their wellness, how they work out, how they take care of their bodies, what they eat, what nutrition they put in there. And many times that's an on-ramp into their personal development. Also, many times, if they're around the kind of people that can give them also spiritual guidance as well. We're working hard in developing a program with a chaplain that would eventually travel with the guys and give them an outlet so that we can a lot of times maybe circumvent and head off problems before they happen and manifest themselves as a drug overdose or a big crisis such as mine that we read about in all the papers. And God's really put it upon my heart and Nick's and to go give back to the industry any way we can. Let God use us. We have a new organization called the World Wrestling Outreach that God's brought us into, and that we really want to. That's what it is. We do fundraisers. We're going to schools on Fridays, do fundraising like wrestling events on Saturday nights with an altar call, and going to the churches on Sunday, sort of a community weekend events that God's putting together, and we're very excited about that. But also have a hotline number to reach out outlet for the guys who are the current wrestlers now. We've been on the road. We know the stresses and the temptations and all the things they deal with. So we're really trying to get an infrastructure where we all, instead of being isolated, which the enemy loves to do, get us isolated a lot of times, especially after we retire, to have a group where we're more networked together.
How are you health-wise now? I know you've had some health struggles in the past.
Yes, let's put it this way. For a guy who 3 years ago was told by the top neurologist in the world, both Stanford, on the West Coast, and in Shepherd Center, Spinal Cord Injury Rehab Center, I was told I was going to be paralyzed from the neck down. I had a 0 to 5% chance of any movement ever again. I was going to need 24-hour care to be fed, bathed, and clothed. And I drove my pastor here, Steve Baskin, who God used to walk me before the cross, and I walked in here in the building today. So am I the Lex of old with 275 pounds of muscle? I wasn't going to stay that way anyways, but I said God has streamlined and redefined me, and He's, I think, now able to I'm thinking I'm a more open vessel. I've got a lot of that outside-in stuff, the body stuff out of the way. I think I'm much more useful, and I'm very thankful for the recovery I've had against such a very bleak diagnosis and prognosis from all the experts. Defies everything. But as Nick and I know, they didn't consult with the master physician on that prognosis at the time.